All right, so I like this little guy right here. So this is my review of the XGIMI MoGo 4 laser, a portable projector that when you are ready to use it, you basically just pull it out and then tilt it to get the angle that you want. And now because it does have basically a built-in stand into the design, you can place it on the ground, you can place it on a table, and now be able to watch your movie or your TV show. But I do like the fact that when it is closed and you're not using it, the lens is going to be protected, and it's also a really good size. Not too big. It's about the size of a coffee cup or something. Oh, and I forgot to mention that it automatically turns on when you do fold it out, and you can turn that setting off if you don't want that. But yeah, you just pop it open, set it down, and now it's ready to go. And it's really easy to get a really good, nice, straight in focus picture because this has auto keystone and also auto focus. So once you tilt it, and if you are trying to project this at a projector screen, it will recognize that and try its best to be able to make sure it can line it up with that screen. Or if you are pointing this at your ceiling, it will go ahead and make sure that it can flatten out your image. So this works pretty well, but it doesn't always get it right like most of these type of auto setups. So you still do have manual keystone and also manual focus. Now the autofocus is solid, so I never find myself having to use the manual focus, but the manual keystone is definitely necessary because most of the time when I do project it at a screen, if I'm in a hurry, it's fine. But if I'm really trying to make sure it's perfectly lined up, it does allow me to do that. Now, if you're wondering what is it sitting on right now, well, this is the power base, which doesn't come with it. This is an additional purchase if you want it, but this basically allows it to get more height when you do want to be able to set up the projector a little bit higher than just what the built-in stand can give you. And so this is basically two different pieces. So the bottom piece is a little pole that has a little height to it, but basically has the basic tripod legs that stick out. And then also you have a taller piece that will be allow you to get that maximum height. But if you don't want to use that taller piece, you don't have to. So you can use the smaller piece if you don't need that much height. Now this does have a standard tripod mounting hole at the bottom of it. So you can bring your own tripod to the party or your own stand if you really want to. Oh, and this also does have a quick attach system. So it's very easy to take it on and off of the stand. Basically, when you're ready to take it off, just press this button and it'll detach, and then you can just put it back on and it snaps in place. But the stand just isn't for making this projector be able to get some extra height. It actually also has a built-in 20,000 milliamp hour battery, and this battery can double the 2.5 hour built-in battery that's inside of the projector. So yes, you can get a total of 5 hours of runtime when you are using the projector in eco mode, which does drop the brightness down a little bit, but will give you that maximum runtime. And then this thing can go a step further and actually just function as a regular portable power bank, because you can use the USB-C port on this to be able to charge your smartphone or whatever else that you want. Now the projector won't be getting any power from the stand just when you place it on it. You do have to run a USB-C cable from the stand and then up to the USB-C port that's on the projector itself. But let's say you don't want to get a stand. You can still use a power bank that supports 65 watts and up to be able to add some additional juice to this projector on the go. And so yeah, the stand is pretty cool, and honestly it feels like a must-have accessory for something like this. You don't have to have it, but for me, I definitely don't see myself using this projector without it. But I do like the fact that if you just want to use the projector by itself, the built-in battery is still going to be pretty good. And so yeah, in eco mode, if you are watching videos, you get that up to 2.5 hours, and up to means basically in a perfect situation. Don't always expect to get that. But also if you just want to listen to music, this thing can run for 6 hours. Now there are some more things I want to talk about with the design of this projector, so that's coming soon. But let's go ahead and talk about the picture and the audio quality. So this projector can only go up to 1080p, so no 4K with this, which is not uncommon with a lot of these portable projectors. But this does support HDR10, and it can get an image between 40 and also 200 inches, so it can get pretty big. And so just keeping it straight with you, so the picture quality is really good for a portable projector, but just don't expect this to replace your home theater setup right now. And you can use it at your home if you really want to, but because of its portable nature, the picture quality not being able to go up to 4K and stuff might be not ideal for people. But this is one of those projectors that is one of those things that you want to use on the go or in a pinch, or if you're in your backyard or something, and the picture quality is definitely very, very good for those type of situations. And this is a laser projector, so that definitely helps with the colors and the brightness and stuff. I did find sometimes when I am watching videos that the highlights in the videos or in the movies that I'm watching were blown out just a little bit, but you can go into the settings and adjust that, and you have a bunch of different color settings and things if you really want to fine tune it to get it to your personal liking. But a lot of times, like me, out of the box, I just kind of want to roll with what it is, and I find that this definitely met my needs when it comes to picture quality. And as far as brightness, this gets up to 550 ISO lumens. So I'm showing you right now with this in my living room, and me just turning on some of the lights and showing you how the brightness level will definitely function when you have different light sources. Ideally, of course, you want to use this in as dark of a room as possible, but I did find if I had like one dim light in my room, the picture still was manageable to be able to enjoy. Now, when it comes to sound quality, it's basically the same like I just talked about with the video quality. This is a portable speaker. Don't expect soundbar experience out of this, but you do have two 6-watt Harman Kardon speakers inside of this, and they do support Dolby Audio, Dolby Digital, and Dolby Digital Plus and stuff. So yeah, overall the speakers were fine. If you do want to have this for like a movie night or something, you can Bluetooth this to a portable speaker or something to be able to enhance the audio quality. Or if you just want to watch this by yourself, of course, you can pair some Bluetooth headphones to it and do it that way as well. Oh, and this does support Bluetooth 5.1. Now, just as important as video quality and audio quality, let's talk about the built-in software. So this is running Google TV, and sometimes I find that with these small portable projectors, the performance of just running the software is not that great, but this one runs pretty smoothly. So when I am interacting and navigating the software, I didn't find it hanging up or anything like that, which can be very annoying. So I was very happy with the performance of this running Google TV. And so you have access to thousands of apps, including Netflix, YouTube TV, all of those popular apps that you can watch on this. And this does have 32 gigabytes of storage that you can play around with downloading things onto this. And so because of Google TV, I didn't really find myself needing to plug in something like an Apple TV or something, but you can still do that if you want. So if you wanted to use the HDMI port of this, you can. It does support ARC support as well. And then also you do have a USB Type A port to go along with that USB Type C port that I talked about earlier. Now, when it comes to actually controlling the device, you have two remotes that come in the box with this. Yes, not one, but two. So the first one is going to be your traditional style remote. At the top, you got your power button and also a quick microphone button to be able to go ahead and talk to it via Google. And then also you have some quick access buttons to go to YouTube or Netflix, Prime Video, and also you have a shortcut button that you can customize. And then below those, you'll find some backlit buttons to be able to switch between your profiles and adjust the focus. And also you have a directional pad down there and also your volume buttons. And so yeah, pretty standard remote, but the second remote is actually on the side of the projector. So this is actually attached via a lanyard, and then you can actually detach it from that and then use it separately. Now, as you can see, this remote control doesn't have as many buttons and stuff as the other one. So basic navigation controls and things that you have with this remote control. But the main purpose of this remote control is to always be attached to the projector, because sometimes I have taken a portable projector with me and I forgot to bring the remote control because it's not attached to it. Well, this one, you don't have to worry about that. In that case, you always have this ready to go with you when you are ready to use this projector. Now, let's talk about a couple of extra things with this projector that I actually find pretty cool that they throw in with this. So first is going to be this ambient light that's actually at the bottom of the projector stand. And so this can change between 8 different color modes. 7 of them are like solid colors, and then you have one that's basically just going to be rotating through some colors. But now if you want to take it a step further to kind of brighten up the mood a little bit, they also throw in the box with this these 4 magnetic creative filters. And so these magnetically snap onto the lens on the front, and it's a pretty nice satisfying click. And so one of these filters is a sunset filter, so you have different like suns that you can rotate through with different colors and stuff. And then another one is a ripple filter, so you can see on the lens here it looks like a balled up plastic bag or something, but yeah, this will give you a nice little ripple effect on your wall. And then the next one is a dreamscape filter. This one is kind of like a mist filter, so it's a very nice soft subtle addition. And then you have another one which is a lunar filter, and this will actually project a moon onto your wall or your screen or your ceiling or whatever. And so yeah, these are pretty cool. So once you put them on, they automatically go ahead and adjust for that particular filter, and you can actually wave your hand in front of it to be able to rotate between the different like settings for some of these filters, the different presets. Or if you want, you can still use the remote control. And also some of them do have like a certain sound effect with them as well, like some slow playing music and stuff too. All right, so just wrapping up here. So I've used a lot of portable projectors in the past, and I would say that this one out of the box with the built-in tripod, pretty good video and audio quality, all the little extra features, the 2 remotes and things like that really make this a projector that I don't really have to think about that much if I am trying to take it on the go. So really, outside of me wanting to see a 4K version of this down the line, I know that definitely will take a hit on the battery and stuff, but just having that option, especially if I am going to have this plugged in or something, so I'm not worried about battery, will definitely be something that I would like to see in the future. And then if they could find some way to be able to transfer the power from this power-based stand to the projector without needing to have that USB-C cord going to it, that definitely would be very ideal in the perfect world. But outside of those couple of things, this thing is pretty solid. So this does have a price tag of $799 at the time of this video. I will be dropping a link down below in the description of this video because this price can change up or down. Now, if you are trying to save a little bit of money, they do sell the MoGo 4, which is an LED version of this, so no laser, so the picture quality will be less, and also the brightness is only like 450 ISO lumens compared to the 550 on this. But that does have a price tag of $499 if you are interested in that. Same design and things like that. Oh, Oh, and this power base stand does cost $129. But yeah, that's all I got for you right now. So drop a link down below and let me know what you think about this MoGo 4 laser projector. And like always, I do want to thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you later. Peace.